Hello everyone. Today I am going to show you how to use connection strings in app.config file when working with Windows applications in Visual Studio 2010. So first I open my Visual Studio 2010. The next task is I'll create a new project. And for this application I'll select a Windows Forms application and name it to Test App. Now my application is open. For this application I have already created a database on my Windows, and in the database I have made a table in which I have taken two fields. First is the username and second is for password. So what am I going to do is add two list boxes on the form and a button, and when the user clicks on the button, the usernames will be displayed in one list box and the passwords will be displayed in the other list box. So for this I'll take two list boxes first. There you go. And a one button. Here is the button. Now I'll arrange my form so as it looks pretty much easily visible and understandable to all. I'll also take two labels to mark the list boxes. So here are the labels. I'll change the properties of these. Label 1 should show the username, and label 2 should show the password. That's okay, done with it. A little arrangement just. Now as for the list boxes, I'll select, go to properties and change the name of the list box to LST user name. It can be any name, but for reference I'll use this name. And of the second list box to LST password. And as for the properties of the button, I'll set the button properties to btn show and the text of the button as show. Done. Now first we'll have to add an app.config file. App.config file can be added by right clicking on the project, add new item, and then select an application configuration file from the menu. Now over here I'll write the configuration code, the database connection string that I have to fetch. So for here I'll write the code. The code is as this: connection strings add name is equal to name of the connection string, db connection string, then the provider name. As I am using an SQL Server database, so I'll write the provider name as system.data.sql client. Then for connection string property, I'll write data source is currently over here. I'll take a dot, then my database name, initial catalog is equal to the name of my database is testdb, then user ID of my database is SA, and password admin@123. So the configuration file is complete. Now I'll explain you. Name is the name of the connection string through which we can refer it. Provider name is the name of the type of database we are using. As I'm using SQL Server, I am using SQL client. Data source, I have put a dot because when we put a dot, all the database on the current system are selected. So I'll put a dot as I have to take the database from my system only. Initial catalog is the name of the database I have to use. User ID is the user ID through which we could log on to the database, and password is for that database itself. So this is the configuration of the app.config file. Now the coding of my button goes like something like this. First I'll take 3 global variables. First of all, we have to add a new, we have to use a header file using system.configuration, and also we have to add a reference to this file. Add reference.net, look for system.configuration. Let's see. System.configuration is here. It is system.configuration. I'll add a reference to this file, and then I'll create 3 new variables. My variables will be, and also as I'm using the database, I have to also use using system.data.sql client. So first of all, I'll make an SQL connection con SQL data reader dr SQL command cmd. These 3 global variables I have created. Now as far as my coding is concerned, first I'll write configuration settings, not configuration settings, connection string settings con settings is equal to configuration manager dot connection strings, and the name of my connection string was my db connection string. Next it will be string connection string is equal to con settings dot connection string. I'll take the connection string from the configuration settings, connection string settings, and put it into a string. Next, I'll take a try block. In the try block, I'll make con is equal to new SQL connection string. I'll make a connection and then open it, con.open. Then I'll make a SQL command, new SQL command, select asterisk from the table name in the testDB database is users, comma, connection name through which I am connecting to the database. Then I'll write dr is equal to cmd.execute reader. Now I'll take a while loop while dr.read. While loop I have taken so that until the values are being read from the database, it should not end. I'll put these into the list boxes. lst username.items.add dr of 0, because on the first column is of username, so I'll take dr of 0 dot to string, and next will be lst password.items.add. Second column is password dot to string. This is done. While is closed, try is closed. Then I'll create a catch block to catch any exception if it occurs. Exception EX. It is always advisable to use try catch block when we are working with databases. Message box dot show ex dot message, and then finally I'll close my connection, con.close. It's done. As far as I think, my database is already, my program has been created fine. Okay, I'm missing some bracket is extra, so I'll close all the brackets. That's fine. Coding has been done, designing has been done, now testing is there. So let's run our program and check what it does. See, the usernames are as follows: admin, admin1, admin2, and so on, and the passwords are like this, corresponding to each username. You'll see this. So that's all from my side. I have shown you how to use connection strings in app.config. Thank you.